Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great millstones. Peace, mercy, and blessings unto the hopeful elect, the Israelites of the Bible, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And as you can see in this video, this caption says Emiliano Aguilar, which is, I guess, he's a Mexican singer. It reads, Emiliano Aguilar starts off his morning by giving an offering to Santa Muerte. And apparently he's a Northern tribe. And we know that Northern tribe have always been into idols. And this is just completely going off. Instead of giving praise to the Heavenly Father, how by Shem Shai, our people will go to idols instead. And this will be Santa Muerte. Pretty much something that's really known in the Northern tribes. They believe in death instead of life. And this is the book of Exodus chapter 20 verse 1. It reads, And Yahweh spake all these words, saying, I am the Adonai thy Yahweh, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. And this is the Heavenly Father Yahweh Bashim Yahushai speaking to the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Verse 3, Thou shalt have no other gods before me. So we shouldn't be having other gods besides the Heavenly Father Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Adonai thy Yahweh, am a jealous Yahweh, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, and unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me, and keep my commandments. So, this was a command from the Heavenly Father. It was basically on the third precept. It says, "Thou shalt not have other gods before me." But Jake, it's always going off, and that's something that's always been in with our people ever since we were free. We were free from the first captivity, which was in ancient Egypt, and it's Jake always going off. Like it says right here, verse 6 saying, showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. And so the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, he will show us mercy that to those that love him. And how do we show our love to the Heavenly Father? Well, we go to the book of 1 John chapter 5 verse 3. It says right here, for this is the love of Yahweh, that we keep his commandments. So that's how we show our love to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, by obeying his word. For this is the love of Yahweh, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. So to all those Christian people that say that the law is given done away with, well, in the commandments it says that you shouldn't have no other God besides the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and that's how you truly show love to the Heavenly Father. If we go to the book of First Chronicles, it reads, chapter 16 verse 25, because it's been through the whole Bible how our people have always gone to other idols, knowing that these other idols, they're nothing. So it says right here, this is the book of First Chronicles chapter 16 verse 25, for great is the Adonai Yahweh, and greatly to be praised. So it's who is great? Well, we know that's the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. He also is to be feared above all gods. So of course you have to fear the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. For all the gods of the people are idols, but the Adonai Yahweh made the heavens. And we know that the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, created everything around this world. He created the good and the bad. He gave life. He gave it life, and he take it away. Like it says in the book of Sirach. And we fear the Heavenly Father because we have to fear the Heavenly Father, because everything comes from the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. If we go to the book of Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus, chapter 2 verse 17, it reads, those that fear the Heavenly Father, says, they that fear the Adonai Yahweh will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight, saying, we will fall into the hands of the Adonai Yahweh, not into the hands of man. For as his majesty is, so is his mercy. And of course we have to fear the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because it's from him. He decides whether he shows us grace and mercy or not, and also if he judges. Like it says in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 39. This is when he spoke to Moses and told him, says, see now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. So all these idols There's no other God besides the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All these idols are nothing. They're to be compared to nothing. See now that I, even I am He, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. So that's why we gotta fear the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, because He's the one who kills and He makes alive. I wound and I heal. He also wounds you, but He also heals you. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So nothing could be delivered out. Nothing could help you from being delivered from the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, because it's Him. He's the Almighty Power. So that's the only God you should be fearing, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. But apparently, that's how it's always been. Our people have lacked knowledge, like it says in the book of Hosea. Our people don't know. They think that the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, is all love because of Christianity. They say that because Jesus, and yes, and Jesus says Yahweh Shai, and of course the Heavenly Father is all love, but He's love towards His people only, and it's only His people that He's right now make a covenant with, no one else. In the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6, it reads, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge." And what is knowledge? Well, we go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 7. It reads, "The fear of the Other One Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge." So that is knowledge, by fearing the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. But fools despise wisdom and instructions, and that's how the Heavenly Father sees our people. They see them as fools because they despise wisdom and instruction. And what is the wisdom? Well, this knowledge, wisdom, understanding. The law, statute, commandments. That's what it. That is wisdom, because even in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 5 says, "Behold, I have taught you statutes, judgments, even as the Other One, my Yahweh, commanded me, that you should do so in the land whither you go to possess it." And this is what Moses speaking to the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Verse 6, "Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people." Verse 7, "For what nation is there so great, who had Yahweh so nigh unto them, as the Other One our Yahweh is in all things that we call upon Him for? And what nation is there so great, that has statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law which I said before you this day?" So that's how you get wisdom and instructions, by keeping the law, statute, commandments of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. We go back to Hosea, because there was still stuff in Hosea. Oh snaps! Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. It says right here, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge." So the lack of knowledge will be wisdom and fearing the Heavenly Father. Fear of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. "Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy Yahweh, I will also forget thy children." So that's what happened to our people. We got rejected by the Heavenly Father because we rejected Him. And right now, we want grace and mercy from the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, because of the times we're at. Hard times are coming, and we want that protection from the Heavenly Father, first and foremost. If we go to Proverbs chapter 1, verse 24, it even says, because I have called and ye refuse, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded." So how does the Heavenly Father call His people, the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans? By sending His prophets, His servants, which are the prophets, because it's the prophets that are known to this mystery, those that were blessed with this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, those that go and prophesy the good, the bad, and the ugly. "Because I have called and you refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But you have said at not all my counsel and will none of my reproof." That's how it's always been with our people, even to this day. This is what the Heavenly Father said, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. So when all hell is breaking loose, instead of our people calling to the idols, they're going to be calling to the Heavenly Father. But first and foremost, they don't even know the name of the Heavenly Father, which is Yahweh, or Yahweh Shai, who the world inwardly calls Jesus Christ. It says, "Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. or that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Adonai Yahweh. So since they hated that knowledge, and the knowledge is fearing the Heavenly Father, and also by reading His Word, and also keeping the law, statute, commandments as best as you can, and rehearsing the righteous acts. But most of our people won't do it, and that would be 2/3 of our people. So when all hell is breaking loose, and their fear coming upon them, and they call upon the Heavenly Father is going to reject them, just like our people rejected them. And with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kadash, Shalom.